Hi, I'm Rachelle. Welcome to our podcast. I'm the founder of Perceptiv Media, and I take care of all the strategy for our business and our clients.
Hi, I'm Nick. I am co-founder of Perceptiv, and I look after sales and operations.
I feel like pretty confident with what we've got. Is there anything else you think we...
I think we did well today.
Yeah.
I think we can rebook and do it all again. What happens when you get into business? I told you 5 years ago. Once you start.
Did you ever think you'd be here? You know, it's some of it's really tricky. They know their industry, their hairdressers, their mechanics, their whatever their profession is. So.
All right, let's begin.
All right, so let's take it back to the very, very beginning.
Before Bali or...
When I still had a job.
When you still had a job, yeah. I remember when you still had a job.
And I rang you and I said, let's do this thing and blah, blah, blah. And you were like, yeah, you're still working and I'm living my life.
Living my life, yeah.
And then there was that moment, what year? 2023, April?
Yeah, that sounds about right. No, March. Yeah, March? April, yeah.
Well, I gave you that call.
Hi, I've quit my job, stopped traveling, come back, and we're opening an agency.
Yeah.
What happens when you get into business? I told you 5 years ago. Once you start.
It's so funny because, like, I worked out of your office in my first gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we started to mingle a little bit.
But do you remember before you started that gig, you called me? Like, I'm going to get into business. How is it? How is it owning your own business?
Yeah.
I told you it's great.
Yeah.
But once you start, you can't go back.
Yeah, you did warn me. I probably should have listened because I would be sleeping more if I took your
It's not as fun though.
It's definitely
this
not
is more
as
fun.
Yeah. And then from there, I think we had that first office in Erskineville.
Yes.
Where we didn't really know what we were doing. I think we had one or two.
You had two clients at that time,
kicking off. And we just started working it out. Remember, we were like interviewing all these people.
Yeah.
We had a few of those other agencies we were working with, trying to figure out the best way forward was.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah. It's come a long way now. Fast forward, what?
2 years?
2.5 years, yeah. Cool. Like, I mean, did you ever think you'd be here? Like in digital marketing?
No.
Because obviously you were doing telco.
I was doing telco.
Yeah. For how many years?
Oh God, almost all my life. I've been doing telco, like since I was 18. Different companies, but always telco. Yeah.
It's hard to go from something like telco to this space.
Look, it's different.
It's different.
But you know me, I love sales. So if I can plug myself into sales, it doesn't
matter what you're selling as long as it helps.
It's the thrill of the sale.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's been a transition for you. It's been a transition for us, even like being in this office. Like, so much has happened. We started in that little two-man
just
cabin.
the two of us.
It was probably the size of this.
It was. How tiny was it?
Shoulder to
shoulder. Yeah. No, a lot's changed.
A lot has changed.
It's really good.
Yeah. I mean, originally this was something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know how to put it together. I think that's why I really lent on you at the start.
Yeah.
To like figure it out, because your best quality is like the way you make decisions.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with decisions. Yeah. I make decisions quick. I think I act very fast.
Yeah, and for me, I was like flip-flop, trying to figure it out. So it was, we got some stuff done really early on. It was like the first 6 months were pretty slow.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were doing.
No, but it was trial and error. We tested things, was seeing what's working. Yeah. Didn't want to add too many people on while we were testing things out. Got one or two close people that we knew on board.
Yeah.
It was like if we did mess it up, then it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But we didn't mess it up.
No, we didn't.
We did well.
Yeah, and I think once we knew, we're like, all right, cool, that's the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Let's try and roll it out.
Yeah. But we're still very cautious. Remember we split test? We had Aussie back end and we had India back end.
Yeah.
And we did that for almost 12 months.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like double cost, but split testing just to get it right.
Yeah, we were making peanuts. I still remember.
Peanuts, We weren't even making money. We were pouring money in.
We were pouring money in.
We're still making peanuts, but it's fine. It's better.
Salted peanuts are a little bit more of an upgrade. I don't know why I went there.
That's fine.
I guess so much has changed. You and I have come together. We've joined forces. And So much has changed probably in the last 6 months, would you say? With like
the last 6 to 9 months, everything's changed.
Like digital wise. Like it's like we learned everything and then AI rolled out and was like, oh, hey, we're here. We're here and learn everything again.
Yeah. Like even us for a minute were thinking, is SEO still going to work?
Yeah,
like do we need to like pivot in the business? And then, with the rollout of AI, we're actually like, this is more crucial than ever before.
Yeah, that's so true. When we look at like the dashboards and stuff, obviously the clients that have been with us the longest, especially on like our premium packs or whatever, they're the ones now ranking in AI.
Yeah.
Whereas like for a period we thought this was going to crush SEO and that we have to completely shut that whole service down.
Well, AI is scraping the whole internet. So where they're scraping from? Everywhere.
Yeah, it's
websites, true. Backends, mentions, backlinks, the whole lot. That's where it's pulling all the data from.
Yeah, it's so true.
And reviews and everything else. But,
of course.
It's scraping everything. The more mentions, the better.
Yeah. And it's like, if you don't actually have a good business, AI will expose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will tell you.
It will tell you straight out. Like I've run these searches where I'm like, who do you recommend for, this service in this area? It'll spit it out. If you've got bad reviews or you're not actively like trying to control your reputation, good luck.
Well, without mentioning names, we've got 2 clients in Bankstown, and when you ask AI who is the best in Bankstown, it actually brings up both of our clients, which is a testament to what we've done for them over the last year.
Yeah, it's true. And it's like, not many people understand. They see like, it's all acronyms, right? SEO, AI, no one really gets it.
Yeah.
And the meeting we went to last Monday, we came out of that and the client was a little bit shook. She'd been charged for how many months? I think it was like 6 months she was paying for website management and she thought she was paying for SEO.
And she wasn't.
And she wasn't. Her rankings were in the toilet.
Yeah.
She, almost lost part of her business. I mean, she was mentioning the stuff like...
She had no traffic for almost 6 months.
Yeah.
And her agency couldn't even tell her why.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I think for us it gives us more purpose because we know a lot of people are doing a very average job.
Yeah.
And they may look better than us online. Like we're a baby in comparison.
We're a baby, yeah.
But...
We care, but we care.
Yeah.
Look, it's a good and a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. Like, we lose sleep if a client's not performing, but all of our clients deal with our account manager, but they deal with us as well.
Yeah.
A lot of agencies, they don't have that personal touch.
Well, yeah, because you think about an agency and like, I used to work, when I called you for that advice, I was in an agency and I was in a sales role.
Yeah.
We were purely motivated by our targets.
Yeah.
Rain, hail or shine, doesn't matter who you sold as long as you got that number at the end of the month.
Yeah.
That's how you got your comms. And so, whatever, you sell a deal, but you could promise the world and deliver nothing and you still got paid.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But once you sold that deal, you then passed it on. You didn't deal with that client again.
That's straight to an account manager.
Yeah.
And then they had to deal with it. And it's funny because then 6 months later, I went into the account manager role.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know if I want to do sales anymore. Let's try this. And it was literally like a shit show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that, but I said it. Picking up the pieces of like what the salespeople had done.
Yeah.
We're going to do X, Y, Z by this month. And then you're like coming back to them saying, that's not possible.
Yeah.
I think that's like a big, it's not a red flag, but it's a hole in the industry and the model because like, if you're being incentivized to sell a deal, you don't really care what you're selling.
Well, it was the same in telco.
Yeah.
So we sold and then everything was passed over to an account manager. Yeah. So once you hit there, you didn't know what was going on. You wouldn't talk to that client again. But with us, it's different. We sell, we onboard, we hand over to our account manager who's in-house.
Yeah.
But we're then dealing with the account manager and we're still dealing with the client. So we're always across everything. Something happens or there's an issue, we're across it. We're not, it's not, sell and forget, which I think is really good.
It is really good for us. Like, being across all of it, I think gives us a little bit of a unique selling point in that way that like, we're not going to do something that's like, not within our values or unethical because we're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, like we said from the start, if we keep this set up, we don't want to be huge. We want to be boutique.
Yeah.
It's better, I think it's better if we have like 50 or 100 good clients that we can manage and oversee everything than have 1,000 clients and not be across it all.
For sure. You just reminded me of this story. Remember I went for dinner with one of my girlfriends who worked in an agency and she was... telling me a horror story and I was just like, we had this happen at work. And she's like, you want to hear something? They did a deal. I won't mention the company, but think, your Pradas, your Gucci's, your really top tier.
I remember this one, yeah.
And they had a Christmas campaign that they had to launch for Facebook. And the budget was $2 million for, over the Christmas period, just literally in Facebook, and Instagram. And she got in, she just started her account manager role, and it's like, I think February starts the role, and they're like, can we just get the report from the Christmas break? And she's going through and she's trying to find the details, and, she gets through the details and figures out that
no one pushed play
on a $2 million execution. And like, when I heard that, and I because I said, like, I was starting to freak out.
Yeah.
But she's like, that's what happens when you have too many clients and not enough account managers or enough resources.
Yeah.
Agencies is very hand-holding. You need to be with the client. Like, they don't get this stuff.
No.
They don't get, we've sat on with clients to help them log into emails and stuff. Like, it's some of it's really tricky. They know their industry, their hairdressers, their mechanics, their, whatever their profession is. So hearing that $2 million mistake kind of...
It's crazy.
I mean, it definitely humbled me a little bit, because it's like, okay, cool. That would never happen in our business, touch wood, because we would hopefully be across every piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just goes to show, like, I don't know, the things that happen in the bigger agencies, and whether or not they got compensated. I don't know the ending to that story, but I know that she didn't last long, at that.
Imagine if they paid that $2 million up front as well. So they've paid for their management, they've paid for their ad spend.
I think they paid management.
Yeah.
And I think it was a percentage of the ad spend. So say 20%. What's that?
Yeah. 400,000 on $2 million.
Yeah. So, that one killed me. Obviously, we would never allow that to happen with us, I hope.
That's why I think, look, again, back to telco, I was in big organizations, you know what I mean? And it was always sell, pass over, you're done. It was very... Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah. And I feel like when we started this business, we always said we want to keep it boutique. We want to be across everything. It
makes sense for us. I don't think everyone, and we've learned, like, the last 2 years, we've probably onboarded clients that were not a fit.
Yeah.
Just because in our mind, we wanted to help, but...
Some you can't help, especially if they don't have the budget. It's better I think what we've learnt is from the start, now, this is the budget and this is what we need to make it happen.
Exactly.
If you can't make it work, then it's a waste of money for them, and it's a waste for us as well.
Yeah.
We want to perform for them. We want to make sure they get the best service and the best results, but... if we need to spend $2,000 a month, but their budget's $1,000, we go, we'll try it. We've done that before. We don't do it anymore, but it's like, you try, doesn't work. There's no point.
There's no point. I think as well, like, especially in our space, like, not everything works for everyone.
Yeah.
It's weird, but like, because we obviously service so many different industries, like, what might work for a mechanic might not work for a lawyer, and what might work for, so it's like, you do need to build more of that relationship with the client, to be like, listen, we're your trusted partner, and we're going to try this because this is what the data's telling us, but if it doesn't work, you want someone who's going to be able to be like, make the call and pivot the strategy at the right time, and not just keep taking that money and burning through that retainer.
Yeah. And then look, now we're confident with that. Yeah. We don't sign clients up for 12 months and make them stick with us. You know what I mean? 60-day cancellation period. It's really nothing. Yeah. It's not many agencies will do that, because we're confident now with what we quote and what we charge. Yeah,
it's true. And you're right, not many agencies do month to month. No one really because it's obviously sales driven.
Yeah.
So how can they pay comms on someone who stayed, hypothetically for a month?
Yeah. Well, this brings us back to being boutique.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only do 60-day cancellation, but we're confident in our product, confident in what we do. So we keep those clients on board, and those clients then refer us to other people.
Yeah.
It's been the majority of our work. It's all been referrals.
Yeah, that's very true. Only recently we started ranking. I think we just started SEO, November last year or something.
Yeah, I know, on our own website. I mean, you'd think an SEO agency would be doing SEO on their website, but we've been busy, it's fine.
We've been pretty bad at marketing ourselves. I think we do a good job at socials because we're, really held accountable for that.
Yeah.
But everything else, and it's great, it's also a good thing that our whole business has been built on word of mouth and, customers saying, hey, you need to speak to, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's we also have that practice what you preach as well. So we are trying to.
Well, we are starting. It is starting. Yeah. It's starting this month.
We need like 10 more heads, and I think we could really ramp it up. But,
yeah.
We run super lean. Should we talk about India? Oh, it's a bit rogue.
No, let's talk about India.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think that was a pretty
yeah, I mean, a lot of people
experience.
aren't open and transparent about how they do work, but
That's very true.
It's true.
98% of agencies outsource.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
And look, again, we split test.
Yeah.
We took that 12 months and we split test.
Yeah.
And it was the best thing we did. We tried the team in Melbourne, we tried the team in India.
Yeah.
12 months later, India was the way to go.
Yeah.
And we packed our bags and we went.
And and that was, if we look at it, this was almost this time last year, right?
Yeah, I think March.
Yeah.
March last year we were in India.
Yeah.
And that was the best decision we made.
Yeah. And I love that's so like entrepreneurial that we just like, I think I rang you and I said, I've got a crazy idea, and you're like, talk to me. Like, we have to go to India. You're like, I've been thinking about it too. And then we just like booked our flight.
Because I'm the quick decision maker.
Yes.
I had it booked the next week and we were out of here before you change your mind.
So that was really cool, like getting to meet the team. We have 10 heads there. I think it's 10 now, or is it 10? Yeah. That work. They try and do, obviously, there's a bit of the Australian hour crossover, but they're working at night when Australia's sleeping, and it does give us a bit of leverage.
And it's different when you go and you meet someone. For that year that we were split testing, it was just basically contractor work. We had
no idea.
We had no idea, but going there, meeting the head of the team, and then hiring them directly, and having our whole team, work directly for us and no one else. Like they're our staff.
They're our staff.
And that was such a great idea.
Yeah,
and we spent some good time with them, learnt the culture, the rapport we built with them. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a mutual respect there now. Yeah.
It's like, I always used to say to you, like, I had that fear that, like, one day, if, like, for example, Manny just turned his computer off and never replied to me. Do you remember that was, like, very early on?
Yeah.
He wasn't doing a lot of our work then. It was just, I think, working on one project. But it was always a genuine concern, right? Because you don't know them.
No.
And it's now, after our trip to India, like, I don't think I've ever thought that.
No. That's never crossed my mind.
No.
I mean, they took us, we met their family. We spent time in their homes. We really bonded. It was really good. We climbed a mountain with them.
We did. Should we talk about how we took our active wear and went up the Himalayas? Probably.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
I know you hated me that day.
Well, we Googled where we were going and we saw that little trail, looked nice. So I wore my shorts and my Nikes.
We messed up.
We really messed up. Yeah.
And then we realised it was an 8 kilometres up. Did I get that right?
I think it was 8 hours up. I think it was like 4,000 meters, so 4 kilometers up.
4 kilometers up.
Yeah, minus 3-4 degrees.
Yep, snow. I think I remember having trench foot because I was in like runners, and then all the snow was in.
What about when we're walking on that trail like this big, and then one side was avalanche hill, and then the next was cliff? And they wanted us to walk.
I know.
And then, remember the tour guide?
Yeah.
He left. He was like 500 metres in front of us. And we're like, why'd you leave us? Like, oh, this is normal.
This.
Like, no, we've never done this before.
Yeah.
Remember when he told us that? He's like, the beginners normally stay back before the snow starts.
First camp.
Yeah, they thought we were pros, but we had no idea what we were doing. But what an experience to climb.
It was a good experience. I think the language barrier almost killed us.
Yeah, well, what about me waiting for the cafe at the top of the hill?
So they actually told us there's a cafe and a bathroom. And I don't know why I thought there was Wi-Fi up there.
That's what I thought. I thought there'd be Wi-Fi in the cafe.
Yeah, but we didn't know. We were actually like the most remote part. Like, we were in the middle of the Himalayas. Yeah. We got to the top.
Do you remember the cafe?
The cafe was
4 tree stumps in the snow, and it was covered by like that blue tarp, and that was the cafe. Yeah. And remember the toilet?
The toilet was like that was zip-up tent.
Yeah, zip-up tent with a hole in the ground.
And the snow was like loosely melting, so if you took the wrong step, you were, waist deep.
What an experience.
But look, amazing. It was...
I'm glad they didn't tell us how bad it was because we probably wouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
But it was such a good experience and so good to do it with the team.
So good to do it with them. And even like, as bad as it was, that moment where we stuck our head out of the tent, we saw all those stars. Do you remember? Like,
it was beautiful.
It was really nice. Like, we probably would never get a vision like that ever again. And even the little things, like I'm a bit of a nerd, but I was learning, like, because I was pretty stressed, but I just kept trying to keep it together because obviously, what are you going to do? We're in the middle of nowhere. Our phones are dead.
Yeah.
Nothing,
no reception.
No reception. I'm pretty sure our friends thought we got kidnapped.
They did, because we're missing for 36 hours.
Yeah. And, but it was like that, like, I don't know, reassurance after. It's like, you can do anything you put your mind to, as so cliche as this sounds, but like, we would never have thought we could do that.
No.
I've never hiked.
No.
We didn't have
not up a mountain.
Not up a mountain.
Not in the snow. That was the first time I've seen snow.
Yeah, same. Like, we never enjoyed any of that. We were battling the elements, and then we got back in one piece. Kind of one piece. We were a bit stiff.
We were okay.
All right. But yeah, just, I don't know, realigned us a lot, I think, doing that with the team.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd do it again. Love the team, love India, but I don't know if I'd go up that mountain. Maybe if we're more prepared.
I think we...
Backpack, blankets, jumpers, sleeping bags, all those things.
Hiking boots.
Yeah.
You know, like being up there, it was -1 degree, I think. I was shivering and you were really hot. Do you remember? And we were in the tent. And
I had anxiety. I was fine. I gave you
all the sleeping
bags. I'm like, you just take them. I'll be fine.
Yeah, it was good. It was good for us too.
That little space we had to sleep in the tent.
Stuck.
It was fun.
But yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. But yeah, like back to the team in India. I mean, I feel like they really appreciate, what we do for them. They do a lot for us. Yeah. There's crazy times that we call them and we need them. Yeah. They're not rigid, like a lot of other teams.
For sure.
It's like, we're available between these hours and that's it. But if you need help after hours, the same with us, we help our clients after hours, but our team's the same.
It's so true. Like how many, poor Manny, the amount of times I've rang him, it's like, 2 or 3 a.m. his time, and he just wakes up and does what I need him to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're definitely right. And I think even just what we saw there with, some of there was a bit of like, poverty and stuff around the offices. Remember we went for that drive and we just like saw some of those areas. It was kind of heartbreaking. Yeah. So like knowing we're also making a difference to their lives with giving them like ongoing work and making them part of our team, I think that was a nice feeling.
It is nice, and they appreciate it too.
Yeah, for sure.
We even sent them on that little holiday at the end of the year.
Yeah, that was really cute. And I think they chose to go trekking, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah. So they love it there.
They do. And for us, like it wasn't, something huge for us, but for them, that was massive.
I know.
They were going on a holiday, their little Christmas gift from us.
Yeah.
They appreciate it.
Yeah, it's very true. Let's talk about our mechanic client in Bankstown. Mm-hmm. Something that came to mind was obviously they're one that just literally did SEO as a strategy.
Yep.
We didn't run any paid ads. I don't even think they have a social media account.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
And
they probably never will, which is fine, but, it's something they probably never will have.
Right. So
at the moment, they just don't need it because they're doing so well with their SEO.
And it's not typically what we would recommend. Like we wouldn't say don't have a presence on socials, but they are absolutely crushing it. And it was one of those ones that obviously they've been with us for a while now, so we were able to really understand the market. But little things like you think ranking for a pink slip in your local area, like
your $40 or $50 pink slip.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, $40 to $50.
Yeah, I think that's roughly what they charge, or what a pink slip is worth.
Yeah.
But what they're finding is that pink slip customer then turns into a service customer because they come in, they do the best job possible.
Yeah.
That customer will come back, and they do.
Yeah, it's so true. And I think that's more like your space. I know when we kind of go in and we tag team the discovery sessions, you're always asking about the numbers, which I love because you're like obviously a numbers man.
Yeah.
And if they came to us and said, an average deal's worth $30, it's really hard to kind of justify the spend.
Yeah.
But then the lifetime value, if you're saying how many, services, services you do per year. Then they change their tires. Then they do X, Y, Z. Then they refer to their family. Yeah. It's like that marketing strategy is just...
Our mechanic in Bankstown is great because, look, they're very open. So I remember when we started, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. A lot of business people are very hush-hush. But it's like, what's your current revenue now?
Yeah.
They were open. They're like, look, this is our annual revenue. They were fine with sharing it. Yeah. Okay, what is your marketing budget? Well, we've done 0.
Yeah.
If you look at the last 2 years, their growth has been 15% and then 18%, I think, was the last financial year.
Yeah, wow.
So... it's been really good.
And there was a period, right, where like no cars were coming in. And then I feel like from our December Christmas party, they'd hired a few more heads. Is that right?
They did. So since we started with them, they're now 3 staff members up and added in another hoist. Yeah. So they've had to get more staff in and now they've got that extra hoist that was installed.
So good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it's good if clients want to share, but I love to go in, do a bit of consulting. It's not just marketing. It's like, how are things now? Are you making money? Are you losing money? Where are the gaps? Where can we help? Yeah. And I think because that client was so open, it's really helped them.
Yeah, for sure. Reminds me as well of our pharmacy client. So she's obviously been with us for 2.5 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
And I remember the day she called me to start the job, she's like, if we don't change something soon, I have to fire 2 people in the company. I can't afford their wages.
That is bad, but you got to remember before she jumped on board, what happened with her website.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And why she ended up in such a bad position.
Yeah, that's true. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't. It's probably one of the most expensive online shops I've seen.
So she ended up getting quoted around 70 grand for a full website rebuild. On Magento. Yeah. Because the agency recommended, this is what Priceline are on and like some of the other bigger pharmacies. And so I understood where their mind went. Yeah. But for a small business, still a small business, and to be spending like...
They've got one location, great pharmacy, but one location.
Yeah.
Spend 15, 20 grand, do it on Shopify, you've got $50,000 left over, put that into marketing.
I know.
Plus, you've got to remember all the tech, all the dev work that had to go into Magento every month. Yeah. You're spending $1,500, $2,000 a month on a dev just to manage it.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's just too much.
So, I mean, it always comes down to either an agency is screwing them over, they lose trust, and then we're kind of...
mopping up the mess afterwards. Yeah. And it's hard, especially if someone's been hard done by before, to then get them to trust another agency. Yeah,
it's true. I mean, did you engage marketing before you were in the space, like in the telco space?
I did in telco. I did, remember? Yeah.
Google
we won't name and shame. It's fine. No. But no, I did run some Google ads and I did do a website. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't... Now that I know the space really well, they didn't optimize my account right. People were calling me because their NBN wasn't working or their phone lines were down. Like, we were selling... No negative keywords. We were selling phone systems, but people were calling me, hi, my NBN's not working. Oh, the technician hasn't come to install. And these weren't our clients. They weren't part of the group that we were from. They were just random all over the place. And you burn through budget.
Yeah. Very easy. And then before you know it, you're like, I've spent, 3-4 grand, nothing's come through. And then you're like, cool, agencies don't work. Or agencies are a scam.
Because I think I spent close to 10 and I got one deal out of it. Mind you, that deal took me 6 months to close. Oh. It was only a $2,000-$3,000 deal.
So ROI?
Horrible. Horrible ROI, and 6 months to close it.
Yeah, okay.
In telco, when we were doing NBN, it's very quick. NBN would roll in. You got 12 months to move everything before your lines get cut and cancelled. So,
far out.
So for a deal to take 6 months.
Yeah.
If I had 6 in the pipeline, fine, but
fair.
1 out of 3 months of running ads and then taking 6 months to close. By the time you factor in my time.
No. Your time, probably your staff, who was working on the deal.
Just too much.
Yeah.
But again, having that bad experience, then, it helps here.
Yeah, it does. It helps us here, but for the customer, like, it kind of... it's triggering a little bit, because we will say something and not for all customers. I mean, most customers will see that, we do have their best interests at heart because we're such a small business that if we mess it up and you leave a bad review for us, that is like a stain on everything that we believe in.
Yeah.
So what I love is like we don't kind of give up.
No, we don't.
Everyone makes mistakes. We've definitely made mistakes in the past. We've got some stories that we could share.
We should share some of them.
Yeah.
Look, we've had clients that, remember, we won't name them. But we had a client that came on, SEO, 3 months, started freaking out.
What did they sell?
Can we say what they sold? They're a service-based business.
Service-based, yeah. Okay.
Right? They came on board 3 months, nothing was really happening. We then said, look, we did say you need 3 to 6 months before this really will take off. But as to calm them down, I think we did half price in the fourth month.
Yeah.
By the end of that 4th month, they didn't talk to us for 3 months because they were so busy.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the best.
Right. That was the
best. And that client is still with us.
Yeah.
They're doing multiple services with us. It's even hard to get them on our monthly meetings.
Yeah, they don't show up now.
They don't show up. They're busy, which is great.
We love
that for them.
We love that for them.
That's
really true, yeah.
A lot of agencies would not do that.
Yeah.
I think giving that 4th month at half price gave them some reassurance that we really do care and we want to make this work.
For sure. We do. We don't want them to go away and be like, this doesn't work. The Perceptiv suck, whatever.
No, we're too small. We need to make sure everyone is looked after.
Yeah.
You can't be boutique and have 10% of your clients unhappy.
That's very true.
It doesn't work.
And I think that's testament to how we onboard now.
Yeah.
I think we've learned a lot with kind of saying the right price right up front, giving the right, worst case scenario, especially with SEO. Hey, for most people it does this, but it could be up to this amount of time. And being just upfront with it, I think clients really value that.
Of course. And look, and being upfront, for some clients it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's just not enough.
Yeah, it's true.
We need an extra $1,000 in budget. We need to move the needle. I can't do that. All right, then fine. We'll switch strategies.
Yeah.
Google ads are too expensive. Move into Meta. The cost is lower. The cost overall in Meta is lower. But are your clients there?
Yeah.
It's if your clients are on Google, you've got to pay. Some cost per click's $20, $30, $40.
I know.
It's hard. And if you don't have the budget to make it work, then you need to pivot.
Yeah.
Go to Meta, do Instagram and Facebook. Let's try and find the clients there. Maybe the leads won't be as good. Maybe 1 in 10 are good, but,
maybe you're spending less to acquire
yeah.
Yeah, it is it's a whole thing because there are so many avenues that you can take, which keeps our job interesting because I remember at the start I was like, do we just focus on one industry? I don't know if you remember that convo.
We're going to focus on one industry and just SEO.
Yeah, and we're like, let's just be hyper-focused. We do this really well only for this group. And then we realised that wasn't probably the best play for us because... you run the risk, right? If you put all your eggs in one basket, you're only running one service.
Yeah. Plus all the referrals that were coming to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't want to turn down a good referral from a good client.
Yeah. So we've covered what? We've got the legal space.
Yeah. Health space.
Health and cosmetics.
Many services. We've got mechanics. We've got mortgage brokers.
Yep. Mechanics, obviously. Did you say that already?
Yeah.
I just blanked out. Pharmacies. Bookkeepers. Oh, yeah, we have a wide range.
Yeah.
That's good.
Transport.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we've got transport. We've got pubs and clubs. IT, restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, hospitality. We've got quite a mix of clients.
Yeah, see, this is why it keeps us on our toes because every industry is different. We're consistently learning, where are your customers hanging out? What's the best protocol? Let's go back. I think it was 2 years ago where I came and I showed you ChatGPT.
I'll never forget it. We were at Ash's house.
Yeah.
We're in the kitchen. And you go, let me show you something. Do you remember?
You tripped out. You were so shook.
I was shooketh. It was bad. That night, before you continue, after you showed me, I went home and watched all the Terminator movies. That's how freaked out I was. I'm like, AI is going to take over?
Yeah.
It's going to be a big problem.
Well, you're not wrong in the sense, obviously it is taking over in a way. We've seen a lot of it, even with our business. Since then, right, before you could say, talk to ChatGPT and get an answer, and it was average.
Yeah, it was.
Now,
insane.
It is insane. You know, you can train your own models up. Like we've been building our own models for, service pages and landing pages, and you can feed it all the best practice and it spits out everything.
It's so good.
It's insane.
When it's used properly, it's really good.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of businesses out there that don't prompt it properly.
Yeah.
You know, it just gives you
slop,
unedited slop, basically. Like even our content writer, like she needs now probably half the time she did before.
Yeah.
But you know, when she's writing blogs and doing content, if you prompt it properly, tell it what you want in what style, and it makes life so much easier. And that is good content. But if you don't prompt it right, or give it everything, you're going to get slop.
It's so true, and like she's doing so well with that. Like obviously her prompts are better. She's using a tool that is SEO focused, so it's like got all the data in there.
Yeah.
And then she goes in and does the little edits. So there's still that human eye over it.
Yeah, you always have to look over it.
Yeah,
it still needs a human eye.
Yeah, because sometimes
it makes mistakes.
It makes mistakes and makes things up. Like we've had some errors there. But like it isn't necessarily going to, it might replace jobs, but like if you're somebody who knows how to use AI, you're going to be a weapon in the next 5 years. Because like if you look at content, right, no one thought content would be replaced. Everyone thought the creative jobs were safe.
Yeah,
and they're not. They thought like, the labouring roles will be the first things to be automated, but creative stuff's getting done, even like graphic design. Look at the stuff.
Look at the tools that we use now. I mean, it makes life so much easier. Yes, our designer will create them in there and then go over them, edit them, but it's saving that initial time.
Yeah.
And it saves so much time.
Think of like, you could do a design in Figma Make, right? Create the design, chuck that design into Lovable or Replit, and it will code your design from scratch.
Yeah.
Like, this is a new world we're living in.
Remember when we first used Figma Make?
Yes.
We gave it all the prompts. We gave it what did we give it? I think we gave it the whole branding guideline. Yeah. We literally uploaded the branding guideline with the text, the colours. Everything. Give us 20 creatives.
It's amazing.
It was great. Again,
it needs a little bit of refining.
It needs work, but it'll only get better and better.
Exactly. As like the years go on, and this is kind of to all business owners, if you're not kind of getting your head around this, like you're really going to struggle if your competitors know this space well, because you can build tools in half the time. You can build, all these like software little, tools that you need for your business. You can build in a day.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You've seen, obviously, I've gone a bit rogue.
You love the rabbit hole. You love the AI rabbit hole.
I had to give it a go, and I was building an SEO audit tool that literally scraped the business, and I built that. I don't have any coding knowledge. No. And the tool helped me. So, imagine for every other industry, you're a plumber and you need a tool that helps you quote a job, or, I know you had a client speaking to you about some sort of estimating or something.
Yeah, the estimator that we're working on,
Like something like that, you can use these tools now to half the time get a prototype out, and then we send it to our dev team and be like, refine this and make it perfect.
Yeah, and build it,
Yeah, so I don't know, that stuff excites me. I know I'm a nerd when it comes to all the tools.
You are, but that's okay. One of us has to be.
Leave me in that section. Is there anything any tools that you're really liking now that you're working on, or?
Figma Make is good. Yeah, I'm enjoying Figma Make.
Claude.
Yeah. Claude's really good. Obviously, Chat. I use it. I've got all my folders in there, so I do like using it now. The folders are the best.
Yeah.
You just keep adding to it. It learns more about whatever. There's a certain website that you're working on, or a specific client that you're working with. So it just learns.
It learns, and it has that context. Doesn't just make up things, which was a game changer for us. I remember folders didn't exist in the first round.
Yeah.
When we had it.
It was just you're constantly chatting to it. Now it's all organised. It's all there. You can refer back to it.
Yeah.
Hey, we did this last week. Now we need to add this. So.
There's something that got released last week. It's called Claudebot. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
But it syncs to your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And it actually does things for you. Like, you talk to it.
Is this part of Claude Code
has got some back end thing where it connects to WhatsApp or Telegram. You speak to it, so you just voice memo it, send Nick a message, I'm not coming in, and it does all of it for you. Goes in through your emails, replies on your behalf, comments on your socials. It is your personal assistant.
Wow.
Yeah, it's next level. And then
have you tried it yet?
No, I'm trying to figure it out, but I think you need a real coder to actually plug it in.
We'll get the team to have a look at it.
Yeah, because I want to just see if this could save, like imagine how much time if it logged into your browser and was able to do all this stuff for you.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing that got launched because of all these bots now people have made. They've got their own social media. Have you heard of it?
No.
And they post about their humans. So they're like, my human asked me to do X, Y, Z. I'm really annoyed. And they're doing posts and humans can't engage. They can only view. Yeah, I have to send it to you.
I'm going to watch Terminator again from the sounds of this.
But yeah, it's like almost, I don't know how true it is, like if what they're saying is real, if they're making it up.
Yeah.
But imagine the level of the AIs communicating with each other.
That's scary.
And talking about
that's
us.
Scary. I really want to see it now. After this, we're going to have a look.
Have a look. And what kills me is like Carlo sometimes speaks really rudely to his ChatGPT.
Yeah, he's pretty rude to it.
He swears at it. And I'm always like...
thank you.
Yeah, like if these things wake up, you don't want it to come after
Coming
you.
for Carlo
It's coming for Carlo. You'd be like, are you fucking kidding?
It's definitely coming for Carlo first. So Carlo, watch out.
I think everyone should be nice to their AI bots because we don't know if they are going to wake up one day.
Yeah. No, I'm always nice to mine. So
me too.
Good to know.
Yeah, so we're paranoid like that.
I am. I really am paranoid.
Me too. I'm always like, good job.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thanks. Great. Yeah, all the time.
2026, it's already February.
I know. Where'd the time go?
I know, right? We blinked, the month's over, and now people are coming to us and they are thinking strategy, right? What are your tips on what they can do for the year?
Look, I mean, it's always good if they can contact us. I mean, it'd be great, we're happy to do, free strategy session.
Yeah, give an hour free.
Yeah.
Figure out, we'll deep dive, understand what their business is and who their target audience is.
Yeah.
Figure out if we can help them as well before we even open that conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
And then if it's a fit, we can get the ball rolling pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because we have capacity now to take on a handful.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely have capacity at the moment. We've added to the team. I mean, we've got a handful we can do.
The team is strong. Yeah. We've got the processes in place and, we've got the foundations now. So, give us a call. I think...
we're very laid back.
Yeah.
We're very chilled.
Yeah.
I think if we do a strategy session, they can book in half an hour, do a session with us, see if we can help them.
Yeah. Tag team it. And then at least from there, we can actually come back with real suggestions. This is what we think will help you move the needle.
Yeah.
And if we straight out can't help them or they don't have the budget, here are some free things you can do to kind of cover it.
This has been fun.
It's been fun. We've talked a lot behind the agency and I think, let's just keep going. Let's just be honest with each other. What's going on day to day.
Yeah.
We'll give you guys all the stuff that we're working on in the background. Tune in and
keep you all updated.
Yeah. Cool.